Hey guys, what's up? Matt from Bam Ranch. Wanted to put out a quick video today to discuss something with you guys that I recently got turned on to that I never knew how much I needed. And that is the Vessel, see if you can see that, the Vessel Impacta screwdriver. Probably the most important screwdriver that you never knew you needed. And let me explain. So this is a JIS #2 screwdriver, and it's the JIS is the Japanese version of the Phillips head, and the geometry on these is cut quite a bit different than normal American Phillips head screwdrivers. And if you ever do any work with small engines or motorcycles or import carburetors, you've noticed that it's really easy to booger up the screw heads on those. And that's where this comes in. This actually fits in there correctly and makes an absolute ton of difference. And I'll roll in some footage of this actually working and how well it works on one of my Honda four-wheelers here in just a second. You know, and keep in mind, these also work absolutely amazingly on, normal American, Phillips head screws as well. It's not going to show up on camera, but the way that this is cut, that the bit is cut, it actually almost has like a sharp cutting edge to the, the actual machining of the bit. Everybody's familiar with, or most people are familiar with these, an impact screwdriver. Stick it in the screw and you whack it. There went the end of it, just flying across the room. You whack it with a hammer, and there's a cam action in here that turns it a few degrees to get the screw loose. Well, this one right here actually has that also. It only works in the reverse direction, but you stick it in the screw, you give it a little bit of a turn, get you a hammer, and just give it a good sharp thwack, and it'll back that screw out immediately. It's insane. But anyway, it's Vessel. V-E-S-S-E-L Impacta. They come straight from Japan. I got this one off of Amazon, but give these things a try. Let me go ahead and show y'all how it works. So one example of this would be, these little Phillips head screws on, four-wheelers and motorcycles and stuff, or anything Japanese. And as you can see, these have been messed with in the past and they're a little bit boogered up. You take a regular #2 Phillips and it just barely does stay in there. However, with an actual JIS screwdriver, if I can get it lined up, I'm doing this at 90 degrees. You can see it really stays put pretty good. These screws, like I said, have already been boogered up, but they really do stay in there good. And especially with these brake cylinder screws, a lot of times they get corroded, and I'm shaking it around pretty good. I'm going to give this a good whack with a hammer, and it's going to shake the camera a little bit, so I apologize. But give it a little bit of pressure, and bam, just like that. If you were to do that with the standard, Phillips screwdriver, and this is a good screwdriver, if you were to do that with the standard Phillips screwdriver, because the geometry in the tips is different, you really run the risk of, boogering up those screw heads quite a bit. Let's move on to something that's even a little bit more difficult. Like I said, just give it a good sharp whack. I'm gonna have to move my camera just a little bit. Anyway, it takes a pretty good sharp whack sometimes, but and that is turning that. Every time I strike it, you can see it turning just a little bit. See how that works? And no damage to the screw head at all. Okay, so anyway, that's a little bit of a demonstration about this. I don't make any money off these. I don't have an affiliate link. It's just something that is incredibly handy that I wanted to share with you guys. So go ahead and pick one of these up. They're like $15 to $20. Best $15 to $20 you'll ever spend, to be honest. All right, until next time, you guys be safe.